Students, today we are going to do notice writing. After going through this module, you will be able to grasp the correct format of notice writing with the marking scheme prescribed by the board. You will have a good knowledge of what to write, that is the content, taking care of preposition and phrases. Now, what is a notice? It is written in order to inform a large number of people about something that has happened or is about to happen. It could be an upcoming event, competition, lost and found notice, or just a piece of information to be delivered to the targeted audience. It is generally written in a formal tone. Notices are factual and to the point. The language used is simple and formal, not flowery. Students, you need to be very sure that you are not exaggerating anything when you are writing notice and you are writing it in a formal language. You don't need to decorate your text about any information. They are put up on display boards in schools or at public places. Now, what can be the topics for notice writing? So, coming up with a topic, a notice can be written for various reasons. The format of notice remains the same in all cases. Here is a list of topics for notice writing that students must prepare. A competition, an excursion trip, one-day trip. It can be a lost and found notice, an inauguration to take place, an exhibition, a blood donation camp to be held, or any such activities. Now students, coming up next, many tips actually I want to give you to write your notice. Number 1 on the list is do not use any other language than English for the catchy heading. Do not forget the students. Keep your notice short, crisp and to the point. Make sure that you are covering everything that they have asked in the question, but keeping in mind that you are keeping the notice short and to the point. Next in the list is the title should be captivating and eye-catching. Next on the list is don't make hypothetical information and facts. You need not to exaggerate the topics. Make use of what's given in the question. Make sure you do not mention your personal information here in the notice. Students, here I want to add one more thing. Do not write your notice in your first person or second person. When I'm talking about first person or second person, I mean to say that do not use these words I want to speak, you want to, I want to inform you. So these personal pronouns like I, you, we should be avoided completely while writing the notice. Make use of all the available information in the question. Now, your answer shall include answers to all the 5 W's. What are you writing in the notice? Why is that notice being written? When means your time and date of the event. Where, venue, to whom are you addressing this notice to? And last but not the least, the purpose for which it is being written should be stated clearly and neatly presentable. So clarity should be there, students, right? So make very sure that you are using all these tips while writing your notice. Now students, let's begin with the question that we have received as a specimen from ICSE board. Your school is conducting an inter-class talent search. Write out a notice to be put up in your school informing students about the event and inviting them to participate. So from the question, that is quite clear that event of the day is inter-class talent search. Now students, coming up first on the list here is your catchy heading. So here when we are talking about catchy heading, Here in this case is everybody's got talent, right? Now, what are few things that are to be kept in mind when we are writing about catchy heading? Catchy heading, every letter has to be in capital words. First thing. Next is that you may include one or two words or more in your catchy creative titles. Students, you need to be creative enough when we are talking about catchy headings or catchy titles. It doesn't come in a day. You need to practice, and gradually you will be able to master how to give a catchy title to your notice. What can you do for the practice is that you can play mind games with yourself. As in, if you have a toy shop, what will you be naming it? Right? So, you need to practice those. Now, if I give you few examples, if we have to talk about art competition, I can give a rainbow as my catchy heading. If I'm talking about cricket competition, I can write how's that with an exclamation sign. Or what about swimming competition with splash, right? Students, make very sure one thing, that is you cannot include any other language than English when you are talking about your catchy title. So it cannot be sa re ga ma pa in case of music competition. Why? Because sa re ga ma pa are the words from Hindi vocabulary, right? So it has to be in English. Make sure that whatever you are writing, it is in English, right? Next on your list is your event of the day. So talking about event of the day, you'll be getting to know the event from your question only. So here if I talk about this question, here it is inter-class talent search. So when I'm talking about name of the event, every letter from each word has to be in capital, right? And that is going to secure you again 1 mark. 1 mark for your catchy heading, 1 for your name of the event. Okay, next on your list is students, your date. So when I'm talking about date, that is mandatory that you are writing day first. Here it is Tuesday followed by comma followed by your date with th 24th, then is your month July, comma 2020. Now students, question arises which date we have to write. So basically students, when we are writing date here, we are writing about the date of the event. That is going to secure you half marks. Next on the list is your time. So when I'm talking about time, is again going to secure you half marks. That is 9 a.m. to 4 p.m. Students, you need to read the question carefully. If they have written the time slots, you need to follow the same slots. But as in if I talk about this question, they haven't given us any information about timing, so we can create our own timings. So here students, if 12 has to be written, in any case if here they have written mentioned about 12, so you won't be writing PM over there, you will be writing 12 noon. But if they haven't mentioned anything here, always be in safe side and avoid writing 12. So in here in this case I have written 9 a.m. to 4 p.m. Now next on the list is your venue. So venue is going to secure you half plus half. That means you need to include 2 places here. One should be the small place and one should be the bigger one. So when I'm talking about venue, that is very necessary that one place you are writing about the name of the school, and before that you need to mention where in the school. So here if I talk about this question, St. Agnes School, where in the auditorium. So the auditorium, comma St. Agnes School. So as you must have seen on internet and on various books that many people write city after this. So as in here St. Agnes School, Amritsar. That is okay. But if you are only mentioning St. Agnes School, Amritsar as your venue, that is going to secure you only half marks, because city comes there in the school only. So if you want to mention, or if you want to have this full 1 mark, you need to mention a smaller place or the exact place where the competition or any event is going to take place in your school. Now comes a very important line of this notice writing, that is this one sentence or two sentences but correctly written. So if I talk about here, interested students from classes 8, 9 and 10. So here I am talking about to whom I am writing the notice. So here I am writing the notice to classes 8, 9 and 10 may register with the vice principal. Whom to contact? Vice principal on or before 14th July 2020. So this date obviously has to be date prior to this date. So here if I have mentioned here 24th July, I am mentioning here 14th July, right? So I am writing here interested students from these classes may register with the vice principal. Now students, what are to be kept in mind, that these sentence or these sentences are to be correctly written if you want to secure this 1 mark. So what are the things that need to be kept in mind is about the preposition that you are using. So here if I talk about this on or before phrase, that is very necessary that you are writing on or before, nothing else if you are not sure. And then here register with. Many students make mistake and write register to. That is incorrect. The fixed preposition after register has to be with. Submit to, register with, enroll with. So you need to be very careful when you are writing these prepositions or phrases. So this whole concept is going to secure you full 5 marks, 1, 2, 3 and 4, and then coming up to 5. Now let's have another example so that you can have a better clarification about this concept. You are the games captain at school. The school is organizing an inter-house basketball competition. Write out a notice to be put up in your school informing students about it. So coming up first is your catchy heading, Dribble Stars. Very creative title given to this notice, Dribble Stars. Coming up to the event of the day, inter-house basketball competition. Like see, every letter of each word here is in capital. Followed by the date, Wednesday 4 July, 2020. Time 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. Venue, 2 things are to be covered: basketball court, smaller place, and then St. Peter's School, bigger place. Now coming up to that, those 2 sentences, all house captains are requested to keep their respective house teams ready and submit the names to. See students, here also submit to. As it is a sports competition, we are submitting the names. So submit the names to the games captain before 25th June 2020. I hope you have understood how to write a notice, and your homework for today is to solve the assignments given to you in your SNAP homework.